don't summon Ricomiller and Dead Rails. Because once we did, things started happening that shouldn't be possible. At first, Rico helped us, but then we realized who was really in control. So drop a like or he might show up in your next game. It started like any normal round. The lobby loaded in. A little glitchy, but that's normal for Dead Rails. Then we saw it, a message floating behind the counter, not part of the game. The message was glitching in and out, and I got close. It said /summon Ricomiller, and underneath in red, do not use. I thought this was just an Easter egg, something that wasn't meant to be taken seriously. So I opened up the chat. I was hesitant at first, but then I typed in the message /summon Ricomiller. I clicked send. That is when everything changed. At first things seemed normal, but then my screen began to glitch and a player appeared outside near the train station. The player was Ricomiller? I didn't believe it. This is the name of the owner of Dead Rails. Could it be that someone is copying his name? Or is this the actual creator? The player stood there and just watched, but then sent a message that read, "Follow me." I was not sure on what to do, whether to log out or follow him. I hesitated, but then I followed him. He walked straight into the fog at the edge of the world, and that's when the round started. Everything felt wrong. The train was glitching, lights flickered, and Rico, he wasn't even in the player list, but somehow he was still in the game. You could see him just standing there, completely still, alone, watching. Then, without warning, he started teleporting from place to place. Then, above the tracks. At one point, he just floated. Rico wasn't playing like a normal player. It was like he had admin powers, or something worse. Then he did something I've never seen before. A monster flashed on my screen, just for a split second, and then vanished. No sound, no animation, just gone. Rico turned to me and typed, "You're safe for now." I thought he was protecting us, fixing the server, but every time he fixed something, something else felt wrong. Rico wasn't saving us. He was controlling everything. I found more information inside the abandoned town. At first, it seemed empty. No players, just zombies. But then I heard a noise coming from inside one of the buildings. So I walked in. Rico was inside, hiding. But from what? Rico looked scared, like something else was trying to control him. And then it happened. Ricomiller began to glitch in a way I've never seen before. It wasn't like lag or animation bugs. It looked unnatural. I couldn't tell if this was really Rico or something pretending to be him. Suddenly, he vanished, just gone. The room was empty. I looked around, then saw it. A message floating where he once stood. It said, "Go outside." This can't be good, right? But I listened anyway. I turned around and walked out of the building and saw him, Ricomiller, again. But he looked even more afraid. He didn't speak, didn't move. It was like he didn't even know I was there. Then I saw it. Behind Rico, there was a tall black shadow. It didn't look like a player. No name tag, no animation. Just a figure glitching in and out of the world like it wasn't supposed to be there. Did it even exist? And then the creature sent a message. It said code 0. If you know Dead Rails, you know what that means. Code 0 isn't just dangerous, he changes the game, corrupts it. So now I was asking myself, is Code 0 controlling Ricomiller? Or is Ricomiller controlling him? Then it got worse. The two figures, Rico and the shadow, began to glitch. My screen flashed and they both disappeared. But they didn't leave empty-handed. They left something behind. Another message. It read, code0.owner equals true. Is this the truth? Or just another lie planted by Code Zero? I left the town and on the train, Ricomiller was already waiting. He didn't attack. He didn't glitch. He just stood there, watching me. He looked calm, almost friendly. Then he sent a message. It said, I need to tell you the truth. The truth? After everything we saw? What could possibly make sense now? I stepped onto the train, and Rico took the driver's seat. He was the one controlling it this time. It led somewhere else, to a place I hadn't seen in a long time. The town of Sterling. I followed, and Rico said, I used to be mayor of this town. Wait, what? That's when it hit me. Sterling wasn't just abandoned, it was taken. Then he said Code Zero appeared. Everything started to make sense. The glitches, the corruption, the reason Rico left and showed up later on Unicorn Island. He wasn't chasing us, he was running. I asked why didn't he fight back, and he answered, I don't remember. That's what scared me the most, because I'd seen Code Zero here, in this same town, inside the cave. So I asked him again, what's your plan? He paused. Then he typed, I want to save my people. I want my town back. I want Code Zero gone. That's bold. But Rico, you're not like him. You're small, you're broken. How do you expect to beat Code Zero? He didn't answer, he just vanished. So I searched around Sterling, looking for him, for anything really. And I remembered what he said. I want Code Zero gone. But how? Does Rico have a plan? Or is this just desperation? I don't know, but I think he's going to try. After Rico vanished, the world didn't feel normal anymore. My screen started glitching hard. Something else was still watching me. I couldn't see it, but I could feel it. Code Zero never really left. And then he appeared right in front of me, and he sent a message. Where is Ricomiller? I didn't respond. I just stood there, frozen. Then he sent another. He's not strong enough. He is weak, just like you. Wait, me? Code Zero wasn't just hunting Rico anymore. He was targeting me. And then he said it. I am the owner now. Glitches tore through the map. It felt like something was entering the game. I turned around and saw him, Ricomiller, but he was lagging harder than I'd ever seen. His body twitched, glitched, and just like that, he transformed. Ricomiller turned into a monster, not like before. This one was massive, unstable, corrupted, but focused. He still looked like Ricomiller, but stronger, angrier. And then he sent a single message, Code Zero. That was it. No threat, no scream. Just those two words, but I could see it in his eyes. Ricomiller wasn't scared anymore. He was done running. He wanted a fight, and you should check it out here.